Dizzy, when you gaze into this diamond, what do you see?
What do you see?
see your future or any loved ones trying to connect with you from the beyond?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to the International Brendan Fraser Film Festival of North Carolina. This is Whitney.
That's Dizzy.
And we are here watching all of Brendan Fraser's films and television shows. This is probably going to be our last video in person for a while.
One of us is going to be relocating soon.
We're going to pick it up again once I get settled.
We just might have to switch to remote videos for a little while.
I'm not thrilled about it, to be honest. Like, I really hate doing that, but I guess it's better than nothing.
No, I think it's going to be fine.
This is the perfect example of, like, how great this would be as a podcast instead. But unfortunately, I just love visual things too much. It's not going to become a podcast. I'm really looking forward to what we're watching, which is Scrubs.
I'm excited about that too.
Brendan Fraser is in 3 episodes. I remember seeing him in this, and I kind of remember what his character is and what happens, like what his storyline is. People talk about his performance in this a lot.
Cool.
So we are going to be watching it on Amazon Prime for free. You can also watch it on Hulu, but we don't want to go through commercials, so we're going to watch it on Amazon.
Well, I don't remember Brendan being in this show, so this will be kind of a surprise to me. Even though I used to watch it, I just don't remember anything that happens with him. I would just like to state a couple of other updates for our viewers.
Okay, what are they?
You may notice these blinged out pens. These are from the game that I did for my cousin's bridal shower.
That I could not attend, sadly. When I see these, I'm like, oh wow, these belong at Whitney's house.
Really?
No.
I was gonna say, because I'm not getting that, but
no.
That's cool.
I saw these when I walked in and I was like, What other updates did you want to share?
Well, there was one.
Oh, my tattoos?
Well, it's gone.
Well, we have videos.
We're a bit on a time schedule.
We are. We're on a time crunch.
We have an appointment with the psychic at 8 o'clock to connect with loved ones from the beyond.
You know.
And somebody has an upcoming move. And I just thought, you know what? Maybe this is good timing. Even though this is one of your last nights here and we're cramming a ton of stuff in.
Like, not tomorrow morning, but the morning after.
Yeah. What if there is a message for you, Dizzy, from the beyond?
Listen, I am absolutely going through a pre-midlife crisis right now.
I know.
And I will take all the help I can get, whether it's from humans or spirits.
It has nothing to do with Scrubs, other than maybe a patient is going to die and Brendan comes back as the ghost. I don't know. In the hospital.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, I thought he did a great job. This was different from what we've seen, and I really liked it.
It was just nice to revisit. I had completely forgotten most of the characters, so people kept showing up, and we kept saying, oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I really appreciated how the actors don't look so put together. They don't look perfect. The makeup isn't perfect. The hair isn't perfect. They look more like normal people. Everyday, realistic people.
Zach Braff and the guy who plays his friend, he was in Clueless. They have a podcast. I've never listened to it, but apparently Brendan Fraser is a guest on one of the podcasts, and it's a really good one. If it wasn't 10:55 p.m. on a Monday night, I would say let's listen, but just keep that in mind. Apparently it's really good, and you should give it a listen. Obviously, in order to properly rate this, we are going to have to spoil what happens. The first episode that he's in is in season 1, and it's episode 22, and then it's the next episode as well, which is obviously 23. And then he comes back in season 3, and he's in episode 14. Basically, he plays the character Ben, and Ben is like the brother / former brother-in-law of a former couple that works there. His character is really lighthearted and easygoing and funny and like kind of eccentric. He's in the hospital because he had a nail gun accident. Long story short, they discover he has leukemia. And so
he gets the treatment, he goes into remission, everything's fine.
And then the third episode that he's in,
a couple seasons later.
Yeah, he is actually kind of a figment of someone's imagination, and he has died. And it's not revealed until the very end.
Until they're at their funeral.
I knew he was going to die, but I was expecting it to be like an accident or something. I wasn't. I was just like kind of bracing myself, and then boom.
Just a bummer.
Such a bummer, man.
Such a bummer.
Yeah.
Right on.
Hang loose. What does this even mean?
Doesn't this
like a hammock?
Hawaii.
Oh.
This is
I
what
thought
they do
it was
in
a
Hawaii.
hammock, like rocking
loose.
back and forth in the hammock, like swinging in the hammock. Well, I guess that would be like this. Hang loose, man.
I just feel like you do it in Hawaii.
This is better.
Emotional depth.
I think right off the bat, he seems just like really goofy.
He wants to keep it light. He doesn't really want to get into the emotions, but you know that it's there.
Well, and he's very observant. He picks up on what other people are feeling, and he kind of leads his friend to be like, okay, you really should come on, you should apologize, or
be nicer to this guy.
He's all about the fun and games, but at the same time, like, he is thinking about the people around him.
Well, I think he wants everyone to have fun.
I almost did a 6. Let's do 6.
Ma'am count.
I didn't count any ma'ams.
I didn't either. Comedic performance. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, he was funny.
The female doctor? She doctor?
I guess, yeah. By the way, we've only watched these 3 episodes lately. We haven't done any kind of research on these episodes. We just dove right in.
I think that's pretty clear. But we haven't seen it since it came out.
Right.
So
it's been 20 years?
Yeah. Brendan goes behind this woman as she's speaking to him, and she's doing all these hand gestures, and he's behind her like pulling the strings.
Yeah. It was really cute.
It was great.
Let's do 4, if that's okay.
All right. Best actor in a dramatic role.
I'm good with 3.
It's more, I feel like he caused the other characters to go deeper.
Yes.
Because they were all having to witness and contemplate what he was going through, and how can this happen to such an amazing guy. Physical prowess and stunts. He did a lot of balancing on the wheels of a wheelchair.
Yes, he did that thing where like he leans back. That was very impressive.
It's a borderline hidden talent, but I'm going to say it's more of in the physical prowess and stunts.
I mean, he has to use muscles to do that. Let's do 3?
That's good.
Yeah.
Hair. So it differed from season 1 to season 3.
Yes.
In season 1, it was more of the dark. With his complexion, it makes him look a little bit pale.
Yeah.
And then season 3,
he had some highlights.
Definite highlights.
Oh, yeah. They were a little chunky.
His hair is really dark, but then it would be like blonde.
Right. Yeah, I can't say that it was like blended really well, but also let's think about the era.
Yeah,
you know,
I guess we were into chunky highlights.
Chunky highlights were it.
Anyway, I didn't mind them, but they weren't as good as the Mummy highlights.
No, we have seen better highlights on the man,
and the haircut was like totally passable.
Yeah, I think I liked the haircut better in season 3 than season 1.
I did too. I don't have strong feelings about it either way. It's like right in the middle.
Yeah, let's do 5.
Okay.
The cut was good.
So swoons.
There weren't any swoons. I'm really surprised that no one swooned over him because he was the catch. I would have swooned all day.
I know you would have.
I remember when I started going boy crazy, and I'd be like, oh my God, Whitney, did you see how hot he was? And you'd be like, what?
Come on.
No, I'm serious. That stuck with me.
Sorry.
We weren't as close as we are now.
We had a much more of an older sister, younger sister dynamic.
Yes, we did.
Back in the day.
Now we're fine.
Totally fine.
Yeah, but back then,
I mean, I'm sure none of you have picked up on that dynamic at all. Hidden talents.
He was really good at voices in this. He did a couple different voices.
An accent and
an accent.
He did some almost cartoon animation voices.
Cartoonish voices, yes.
But it didn't annoy me.
And like, in fact, I wanted to hear more. So a couple different voices and an accent, which to my ears sounded good, but I'm not an expert on English accents.
But does it even matter?
No.
Even if he did a terrible accent,
I'd love
with
it.
him, I would still love it.
I agree.
It really wouldn't matter.
And I know we counted the wheelchair thing for physical prowess and stunts, but like, I can't do that. I mean, I've never tried, but I don't think it would end well for me. I'm just gonna call it as it is. Like,
but at least you'd already be in the wheelchair.
It would end. Okay, so this might be a stretch, but he was really good at like taking pictures. Even though he probably didn't take the pictures, but he looked like he was good at it. No,
he looks like a convincing photographer.
Yeah. You know what? I think that I heard that like he used to have a photography Instagram account.
That's because we found it.
Oh, did we?
So we've got photography. Mm-hmm. We've got some kind of an accent. We've got cartoon voices, and we have wheelchair.
Yes.
Wheelies.
Wheelchair wheelies.
Okay, I went a little out of order. Temperature.
I didn't love the costumes. Mm-hmm. They were very casual, a little bland. Like, I wouldn't imagine him as that character wearing a lot of open plaid shirts and jeans.
He was lying down in the hospital bed, and he was just wearing the gown, and his legs were bare, but then he had his
loved
boots
that.
on.
Mm-hmm.
That I liked.
He was sitting in the hospital chair, and he just had his boots, a plaid shirt, and red underwear.
Oh, I didn't see the red undies.
What? There was also a scene where he was wearing a Carhartt-style jacket. So.
Oh, did we move to costumes? I said temperature, and then we started talking about costumes.
I don't know.
Well, let's continue with the costumes, and we'll go back to temperature.
3.
Excellent.
Great. Now back, let's just rewind. I loved him as a character. I really did. Too. He just was playing a very normal character, I think. Like someone that you or I would have a really good chance of meeting just in our everyday lives, I think.
I love your optimism.
6.
Dancing.
No dancing? There's no dancing.
So the note.
He's picture perfect.
Final score is
34. In 2 weeks, we will be watching the film Crash. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.